Alrighty, welcome Mishicot basketball fans. We have made it. We are here, and we are live at the Lacrosse Center. The WIA hooked us up with some great seats. We are just, as we look at it, left of center court, right across from the Mishicot bench, 2 tables down from the TV broadcast. So, if, just like we do for the Packer seasons, folks, mute that TV, turn off Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, and turn on Andy Scarda and Connor Du Bois.
Man, am I excited to be here, Connor. Great seats in the house. We're happy to be able to bring this radio broadcast to all of our listeners. And we've got Mishicot, Fall Creek State semifinal. We are ready to go. Mishicot in the home white. They earned the 1 seed here. And Fall Creek the Crickets will be in their black uniforms.
Yep, we got about 8:53 left to go on the warm-up clock here. Boy, a couple things coming into today. Little different feel than last year. You know, I was sitting at the breakfast table just down from our athletic director, Terry Risch, and I said, hey, Terry, did you get any phone calls that the attendance is going to be limited to today, you know, like last year? And she said, nothing yet, but I'm still waiting for the call. Fans have piled in. They are socially distanced.
And it's a pretty good crowd on hand here. Both behind us, Fall Creek. What is it, Connor? Is it Creek or Crick? Depends which part of the state you're in.
I think you're going with Francis Crick and Fall Creek.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. And the sea of orange in front of us across the court. They are loud cheering on the team as Mishicot heads back to the locker room for final talk, final prep, and just about ready to go. This should be a dandy here in the semifinal. 9:05 side inbound, not a tip.
Yep. You know, I'm looking at Fall Creek here right in front of us. You know, they look up for the task, Andy. If I'm going to tell you,
poised.
They do not look like you know. There had to be a 4 seed in this tournament, obviously. But they are awake. They look ready to go. But I have to say the same thing for the Indians. At the breakfast table, once again, everybody came down. They were well alert, and they looked like they were ready to finish some stuff that they left out on the court last year.
Absolutely.
Obviously, they had the opportunity last year to play. They were one of 4 games last year. The season ended with a 2-point loss to Melrose Maduro.
And probably the game of the year, to be honest.
Yep.
Not only because it was the last one, but it was a great played game. Mishicot had to fight that uphill battle in the second half, and they were up to task, just falling a couple inches short on Kelly Krieger's half-court shot.
Yep. Hey, and then fast forward a year, the state tournament gets moved out here, and lo and behold, Melrose Maduro reaches out and says, hey, you guys are coming in the area. Congratulations. If you'd like to get in the gym and shoot a little bit, our gym is open to you. Lacrosse Aquinas, talking to Coach Garceau, also reached out. They just had some scheduling conflicts. So great hospitality by the rest of the Division IV teams in the area. You know, two of which were in the state tournament last year.
And Aquinas had to bump up to Division III, so they'll be out in Oshkosh. Our good friends, Howard's Grove, will be out in Oshkosh. Yep. We can't wait to watch that game later today.
Hey,
good friend Heidi
Aquinas
Georgia
is the next game after us, but that's going to be in Oshkosh, like you said.
Yep.
And then Howard's Grove is, I think, like 2:30.
2:30, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So
great day of basketball. Always one of my favorite times of year. Usually in March, but we'll call it March Madness anyways. We're just about there. The weather feels like spring outside.
Yeah, I think I went with a February frenzy hashtag last night.
I like it. That sounds good to me.
Just because it was a heck of a push to get these games in. So once again, shout out to all the athletic directors out there, especially our own Ms. Terry Risch, her athletic secretary, Nicole Schmidt. Phenomenal job getting as much winter athletics in as we could this year with everything going on.
And dealing with the ticket sales this week. Wasn't the easiest.
The ticket sales, yep.
You know, but we got to figure it out. We've got a great sea of orange here.
Yep.
To support these ladies. Socially distant, but I think they'll come together and they'll be loud for Mishicot here today, as will Fall Creek right behind us.
Yep, so right there's a picture of the Indians right before they took to the floor this morning. I was going to say afternoon, this morning, for their 9:05 tip. About 5 minutes ago before introductions to the national anthem, Once again, we will not be on the floor for that. We have audio-only call today for you guys. I think Quincy Media has all the rights to the state tournament games. So hopefully you're watching. If you're watching the game,
watch, listen to us. We might have some ability to sync it up afterwards.
Yep. We will hopefully get it sunk up afterwards and go from there. We got Slick Willie is on the camera for us this morning. We're going to say that all day, I think. They are getting some great footage. We're going to have Coach Garceau is going to be mic'd up for the game. So at the end of the year, when we put everything together, we'll have some great inside footage from today for everybody. Andy, doing some last-minute prep for the game. Got up at about 4:30 this morning and just had a lot of things running through my mind. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if these teams have ever matched up before. So I go and pull up. Had to go all the way back to, 2016,
I was up early. I got the message from you.
Hey, how about this? March 28th of 2015, the senior class for both Fall Creek and Mishicot matched up in that Wisconsin State Championship Invitational Tournament over in Merrill, and Mishicot came out on top in that pool play matchup, 36-23. So almost 6 years since these teams have done battle. And that would have been just the senior class, did a little more research, and the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, they have never matched up. So we'll see what happens here this morning at
little next level scouting report. And obviously the Indians come in. They're led by their 5 seniors, and Schmidt, Kleiman, Garceau, Krieger, and Maddie Willems. And that's obviously some other really key big contributors. But they start with those. Fall Creek comes in. They've got a quadruplet of seniors in Hannah Ming, Emily Madden, Mackenzie Colpine, and Emma Ryan. So a strong senior class for the Crickets. Poised for situations like this. So it should be a great matchup. Don't look for either team to get too high, too low. They've had experience in big games, so look for a great matchup right from the start. A little bit bigger court than we're used to, and the girls weren't able to get into too many other facilities because of COVID and all the regulations and such. So they haven't even got a ton of practice on that bigger court, but look for the adrenaline just to carry them those couple extra feet here. And we have got 2:06 to go and counting before side inbound, or actually I should say before national anthem starting lineups. And then we'll have a side inbound shortly after that and game time ready to go. So happy to be here again in La Crosse. Andy Scardo with Connor Dubois will have the radio call for you. Watch on TV, mute that.
Yeah, hopefully they get synced up here a little bit. That'd be nice if they're synced up. Might be a little bit of a delay, but hey, such is technology these days. And it's still early in the morning, so all those internet cell towers and stuff aren't all up. Nice crowd here as I turn around looking here for Fall Creek.
Yep.
They're just from about 80 minutes, 90 minutes up the road. Lots of Mishicot, like we mentioned before, directly across from us.
And Mishicot came quite a ways. I was booking it yesterday, about 3 hours, 50 minutes to get here. Under 4 hours.
Hey, if I got to tell you, Andy, I think it's the Mishicot Holiday Inn directly across from the street. I'm going to tell you, I love this setup. I mean, partial to Green Bay, that's where I live. It's closer to home. I can obviously host a lot more, but I love this setup. The Holiday Inn, directly across the street, literally. 9:05 game time. Wake up 8:45, do what you need to do, grab a coffee out the road, and you're in your seat at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a great setup here. The girls were at the hotel just walking distance away. Obviously, they took the bus over and got checked in and everything, but we are just about ready to go here, Connor.
Here we go.
State semifinal matchup, Fall Creek, the Crickets, and the Indians of Mishicot. They'll take the floor for the national anthem.
Boy, it feels good to be back, Andy. Feels good to be back.
And I think the girls are ready here.
Yep. Hey, we don't have a microphone over at the scores table, so hopefully we'll be able to pick up the national anthem here for you off of our headsets, as well as the introductions.
Number 12, Tori Martin. Number 14, Annika Stanke. Number 20, Jenna Anders. Number 22, McKenna Clowater. Number 24, Hannah Ming. Number 32, Janie Ann Rosinger. Number 42, Marissa Darnum. Number 44, Lexi Gustafson. Number 50, Riley Nix. Number 52, Megan Johnston. And number 54, Jenna Fitch. Now, let's meet the Mishicot Indians. Number 5, Missy Wanacek. Number 10, Kaylee Tolichka. Number 12, Caitlin Callahan. Number 20, Maddie Willems. Number 22, Cora Stodola. Number 24, Grace Willems. And number 32, Lacey Tauschik. Now for the starters for Fall Creek. Number 4, a junior, 5'3" guard, Katie Kent. At forward, number 10, a 6' junior, Gianna Wolven. At guard, number 30, 5'5" senior, Emily Madden. At forward, number 34, 5'9" senior, Mackenzie Joaquin. At guard, number 40, 5'10" senior, Emma Ryan. Fall Creek is coached by Jason Murtsky. And now the starters for Mishicot. At forward, number 4, 6' senior, Desiree Lyman. At guard, number 11, 5'8" junior, Ellie Picardo. At guard, number 21, 5'8" senior, Ellie Garceau. At guard, number 23, 5'9" senior, Callie Krieger. At forward, number 31, 6' senior, Kylie Schmidt. Mishicot is coached by Mike Garceau. The officials for this morning's contest.
All right, we are set to go here from the Lacrosse Center. The Fall Creek Crickets will take on the Mishicot Indians, just about ready for side inbounds. Just to recap there, if you couldn't hear, the starters for Fall Creek, number 34, Mackenzie Colpine, number 30, Emily Madden, number 10, Gianna Vollrath, number 40, Emma Ryan, and number 4, Katie Kent. For the Indians, it's Callie Krieger, number 23, Abby Garceau, number 21, number 11, Allie McCardle, Cherry Dr. Pepper, number 31, Kylie Schmidt with the ball on the inbounds, and number 4, Desiree Kleiman. The Indians will start with possession. Skip past Schmidt. Man-to-man for Fall Creek.
That's kind of what Coach Garceau expected. Starting the man-to-man, may see a little zone here to change the pace of play up.
Nice look inside. Desiree blocked from behind. Good looking play from Mackenzie Colpine. Almost got beat. A nice block from behind. Clean for the Crickets. And a steal the other way. Kleiman out and running. Traveling violation. Just lost the footing there. Good steal for Mishicot. Good early energy here.
Well, you know, still a little morning condensation on that court, just a little bit.
Dew's got to melt off.
A little morning dew. Slight pressure there by Garceau in the front court.
Just some token pressure here to speed it up a little bit. Fall Creek into the front court, left wing. Man-to-man for the Indians. They don't know much else. Well, they know it. They just don't use it.
You know, they came on Howard's Grove, played a little 2-3 kind of matchup. Lewisburg, they went to it. It's always nice to have just a little change of pace in your back pocket. 16:45 left to play on the clock.
And that's 2 turnovers for Fall Creek. They have
2 turnovers for Mishicot.
Yep.
So
no shot up at the rim.
Kleiman left to open in transition. Oh, Krieger cut.
Nice cut, Schmidt.
Nice Mercado on the backside.
First 2 points
Cherry
in the
on,
books.
cherry on.
And just a great cut from Schmidt. Didn't have it right away. McCardle comes swooping in. Great pass. First 2 points of the ball game for Mishicot.
Yep. We might have to keep the excitement to a minimum here. I don't know, we might get thrown out of press row.
Vollrath on the drive. She is
Good
up
move.
and good.
Good move.
Gianna Vollrath, the junior for the Crickets. Kleiman, another block there.
Saved by Krieger. No, she's on the end line.
It's going to be out of bounds, possession to Fall Creek. 2-2 here in the early going, 15:59 to go here in La Crosse. I tell you, this junior walking right in front of us, Gianna Vollrath, has got some good size and athleticism. We saw 2 blocks on the defensive end already. I think Vollrath had the one, and 34 Colpeen had the other on Kleiman. So not afraid defensively at all here.
Garceau guards the ball in front of us here.
Schmidt with another steal. Fall Creek is shooting 100% from the field. Nice
Indians
look.
out and running,
Kleiman
looking to push the
inside,
pace.
just off the mark. Offensive
Tipped
rebound.
out, reload for Schmidt. Over to Krieger.
Patience shown by the Indians now. Garceau with a jab.
Tell you, Garceau better shoot one. She told me she's going to get one off this year. Minduro did an excellent job making sure she didn't get going last year.
And she can be an energizer. Tough pass inside. Kleiman corrals into Krieger for 2. Both baskets for the Indians. They got it to the middle inside and 2 assists from that.
Got a cutter cutting off the weak side. There's another weak side
right
drop
back at
off.
him. Yep. Showed help coming over from opposite block, and the Crickets knew right where to go.
Emma Ryan, her first 2 of the game. Kleiman, 3. No
She's
good.
got to take that in rhythm
There's
right away.
Krieger on the reload.
Turnover to the Crickets, and they will run. Emily Madden into the half court. Little poke by Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Schmidt walls up.
Little careless with the ball, but they control it, does Fall Creek. 4-4, 14:20 to go here in La Crosse. Inside again,
Nice
walled
double,
up.
nowhere to go. Once they
And
looked,
Garceau sneaks in on the weak side, but
they anticipated a cutter on that weak side, and it was Garceau and not a Fall Creek Cricket. She gets a steal. Let's see, we're going to get a block.
And I think it's on the floor, a blocking call, I believe.
It's going to go on 34, Mackenzie Colpeen.
Who is the Crickets' leading scorer. Team's first foul of the ball game here, so a clean played ball game. First substitution for the Indians is Kaylee Toluchka checking in. Kay Dalla, as we know her, our Mishicot followers, and we have a timeout. Connor, was that called by Fall Creek?
I don't believe so. Might be a media timeout.
Media timeout? I forgot about those.
Yeah, they've got the 5 up there on the board still for both teams, so it's going to be just a media timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back with you. Alrighty, welcome back to La Crosse. 14:06 left to play. Indians 4, Crickets 4. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Cherry Dr. Pepper, Kay Dalla, Callie Krieger, Kylie Schmidt, or Airhead Extreme, and then also, is that Abby Garceau out there?
Yep, Garceau is out there.
Yeah.
Kleiman takes an early seat. She spent a lot of energy here in the first few minutes, so they're going to look to get her a quick rest.
Fall Creek, nice job getting through to that double screen.
Yep, looking to set up Garceau there for a 3.
Yeah,
They
Fall Creek
covered
really
it up
pressuring
well.
out. The Indians had the ball kind of halfway out to the midcourt line there. And Fall
Schmidt.
Creek is chasing them.
Schmidt working hard inside.
Another block there by Volrath.
That's Volrath. She's got some size, and look at her push out on the break. Walled up against her
Excellent
again.
job.
3 ball is up, no good. Toluchka the
Kedala.
rebound.
They're going to be out and running. Ricardo fumbles it. Saves it back to Krieger.
That's a good looking save. Just McCardle's got some jitters, I believe.
Going to get a
almost
carry
got away from her.
violation there by Krieger.
And it was. She tried to split them. So Mishicot's got to just calm down here, hit your lanes. We don't want to bring the ball up in the middle of the court. A lot of early turnovers here for both teams. Some jitters, they got to work it out here. 4-4, 13-20 to go here in La Crosse. Fall Creek with possession. Sophomore Toluchka draws the matchup on Gina Volrath. That'll be one to watch. Schmidt working hard inside against Colpine. Good defense, nice kick. Another good rebound for Toluchka.
I tell you, much like Randolph, the Randolph game, that sectional final, you got, like, if you're Fall Creek, you got to feel happy. You're in this game 4-4, kind of that feeling out period. But then we know how quickly the Indians took over that game, going on a 36-9 run over the middle part of that game.
Not only was Randolph in the game, they led 10-2. Schmidt from outside, just off the mark.
Let that go from the college line.
It looked good. It looked in rhythm, just off the mark. But a one and done. Fall Creek, both teams have rebounded the ball quite well. I think Mishicot maybe had 1 or 2 offensive rebounds.
So Kedala tries to draw the charge, no good, but Volrath too hard off the glass. Both teams running and pushing the ball here in the early morning.
Really good ball pressure from the Crickets.
McCardle
McCardle inside, she'll draw the foul, and Cherry Dr. Pepper will head to the line.
So now here's the thing to watch for the Indians. Postseason so far, they have not shot the free throw ball like they did in the regular season at a nearly 75, 76% clip. So can they shake that? 1 for 1 to
McCardle
start.
up and good. That foul was on number 40, Emma Ryan. Just her second team foul. Again, a clean, well-played game, and the officials have done a good job. I thought it was a good no call down here when Toluchka tried to draw the charge. Worth the risk, maybe. Volrath coming hard, but a good no call, just good defense, and she slung it hard off the backboard. One of two.
Yep, 1-2 for the Indians.
And they take an early 5-4 lead, 11:55 to go here in the first half in La Crosse. Schmidt with the steal. She'll pick it up, and that'll be out of bounds, possession to Mishicot.
So Kleiman checked in for Garceau in that last stoppage on the free throw.
Don't expect the Indians to go too deep into that bench. Probably a rotation of 6, maybe 7 here.
Depending on
in the
foul
early
trouble,
going, yeah.
I'm guessing they are at their limit right now with 6. Watching the 2 games.
Toluchka back inside. Kleiman up and good. Desiree Kleiman.
Watching the 2 games yesterday, Andy, both Blackhawk, 3 of the 4 teams yesterday, they went 6 deep. They had to go 7 because of foul trouble on some key players.
So it's a 7-4 lead for Mishicot. 11:25 to go. Here's a drive from the Crickets. Back out Volrath. Kleiman draws the matchup with Volrath now.
There's nowhere to go on the passing lanes here for the Crickets.
Yep, the Indians playing some good defense. Good talk on the switch. Inside, good look. And that is off, and we'll have another foul. Schmidt went up. Great position. Hard for the rebound. Got bumped from behind.
Tori Martin, number 12 for the Crickets. Her first.
The first substitution for Fall Creek. Martin came in for Colpine, the Crickets' leading scorer, at 13 points per game.
So we're coming with a little bit of full court pressure here by Fall Creek. Leave McCardle open. Here comes the trap, though. On the near side, no.
Nope. They lay off, and McCardle will come in, cutting through his Kleiman. Back to the left.
Nice spin move.
Up and good. Back-to-back buckets for Desiree Kleiman.
9-4 Indians, 10-4. The play.
And you said they can come at you fast, but Fall Creek is a senior-laden team with a couple of juniors mixed in. They will come back and they will make a run here. Just 5-point margin here in the early going. Mishicot is talking really well here on the defensive end. Helping on the right girls.
Talking through their switches when they need to.
Good move, Volrath. She's a player, man. She looks like a good one here to watch this morning, I should say.
Krieger pushes into the front court. Turnover.
And up and going is Emily Madden. On the break, the Indians get back nice in transition.
They're trying to push the ball, and we're just trying to do a little bit too much off the dribble.
You know, and that's what I was impressed with. Out of that press, McCardle just took her time, and they got a great look out of it. Like you said, don't try and do too much. Just break the press, and then let's swing the ball and look for our cutters. We've had
They're going to get Volrath here on a travel right in front of us.
Garceau will check back in for the Indians.
So she's going to be in for Krieger. Maybe just give her a little bit of breather, relax the mind. And we're going to have a media timeout.
You know, they did that with Kleiman earlier. I think she had a turnover, maybe 2, and then she comes back
quick
into
4
the game.
points.
Quick 4 points, absolutely.
Hey, we got a media timeout. We will be right back. All right, welcome back to lacrosse. 9:50. 9:50 left to play. The Indians lead the Crickets 9-6 in the first half. It'll be Mishicot ball out of the media timeout following the Volrath travel.
And quite a few early turnovers for both teams. You know, a couple times Mishicot, tried to do a little bit too much out and running. So as these teams settle in, we'll see what takes place. But we've got a 3-point ball game here, 9:48 to go. Mishicot with possession. They lead 9-6 over Fall Creek.
That X factor is the 9:05 a.m. start. That's the ultimate X factor there.
And who settles in first? Who gets, puts the sleep out of their eyes and gets it going.
Schmidt on the drive.
Nice drive. She'll
get a block
fouled.
call.
And who is that going to be on?
Is that going to be on 10, Volrath? Number 12? So Tori Martin, that's her second.
Schmitz will head to the line. Here's a kid who shoots 78.
They got Martin, her first. I got her for 2.
I had her for 2 as well. We must have missed one. We'll try and get that clarified here.
Hopefully at halftime we get the media printout when they come down.
Back in for the Crickets is Colpeen. Schmidt hits the first. Here's a kid who shot 78% from the free throw line and gets there a ton. And Schmidt, just a good hard drive.
Hey, shout out real quickly to says we're sounding good. That's always good to hear. And we got some listeners there, Andy. So they've turned off the TV broadcast. Can't say that too loudly because they're just to our right.
Love to see it. 1 of 2 there again for the Indians. They are 2 of 4 in the ball game, just that 50% clip. 10-6 here early. 4-point ball game. 9:08 to go. Shot up and no good, but an offensive rebound. Swing back around. Good look, and that's up and good. That's number 12, Tony Martin for 2. McCardle drive to the lane.
Another block by Volrath.
And we're going to get a foul.
That's going to be the first foul for the Indians.
Foul is on number 11, Allie McCardle of Mishicot.
I thought maybe that was going to go against Schmidt reaching in on the rebound.
Yeah.
If you're the Indians, you're going to take that call.
I think so, too. And a bit of frustration reach in there from McCardle after the shot is blocked. It was a good take to the rim, but Volrath comes over with that size. She does a real nice job. A little 4-high action here for the Crickets. They get out of that quickly. Indians know the scouting report. Sagging off the right girls, helping on the correct girls, driving to the hoop. But it's a 10-8 ball game here, 8:24 to go. Indians lead by 2. Crickets with possession. Colpeen with the ball, swings back to Volrath.
I think if you're the Indians, you got to stay disciplined in that scouting report. Everything Fall Creek has had has happened off of that dribble drive penetration. Right there, case in point.
Right there, number 30, Emily Madden ties it up at
Another
10.
block
Another
for
block.
Volrath.
Toluchko over the hoop. And the Indians they've gotten great looks in the half-court set on the cutters.
Rebound by
Almost
Kleiman.
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Kleiman grabs it before it goes there. 10-10 ball game, Kleiman. And I like to see it. Slow it down. Have patience. We've hit cutters.
Schmidt one-on-one in the post. Exactly
She had
what
a
you want from the
mismatch,
Indians.
too. It's going to be possession to Mishicot. She had a mismatch down there. They ran that double quite quickly, and she didn't handle the outlet pass, or inlet pass, I should say. Toluchka gets an early rest as McCardle checks back in. You know, a young sophomore here, she'll have to settle into this game. She's had a couple nice defensive rebounds, nice and strong. Just looks to get it going, find her pace. Inside Kleiman.
Here comes
nice
the double
step through.
Up and in.
Kleiman with a good early start here. 6 points for her. 12-10, 7:22 to go. Mishicot with the 2-point lead. And they are bringing that 4-high look, trying to create some space in that lane. Kick off the front iron, no good. Or side iron, I should say. Garceau just handle the ball.
Boy, the Crickets got really active hands. They're getting every crossover.
And they're not afraid to ball pressure.
Oh, heck of a save there by McCardle,
Yeah,
but it's going
behind
to be
the
out
back.
of bounds.
Kleiman thought she was sitting there. Allie kind of cut.
Yeah.
So they'll have to clean that up.
But getting back to the point, if you're the Indians, they're running this 4-high set. They're trying to extend and open up driving lanes. Everything the Crickets have had has been off of a drive or hitting that backdoor cut. Stay disciplined, pack it in. I don't think the Crickets can hit as many